What is up? Welcome back to the Danny Toddcast. Thanks for tuning in. If you're new to the podcast, welcome. If you're a long-time listener, love you. Sorry, I've been kind of gone, been busy with just kind of life, I guess. It's summer. Busting out the camera. I'm going on little adventures, doing a bunch of reels and stuff, which I'll touch on in a moment if I remember to. But yeah, busy with life and kind of just sometimes you hit that little mood where you kind of just you're doing something you love, but you go through like these moments of time where you're like, fuck, dude, like I have no motivation to really talk about anything. I had some notes, some new ones came in today, and I just it took me a little bit longer to get this episode out. Just wasn't feeling it. And I'd be lying if I said there was like any thought in my mind of like, man, do I really continue the podcast? And then I get kind of down on myself a little bit. I'm like, wow, well, shit, man. Like, it's already been so long since the last episode. A little over, maybe like over a week, 2 weeks almost, maybe. I'm not quite sure. But I'm here. I'm still doing the damn thing. I really, really want to push out some good episodes for you guys, and yeah, I'm not going anywhere, especially because I have all this fucking gear that I spent so much money on. It'd be a complete waste to just be like, oh, well, I'm done, wrap it up, game over. And I also like chatting with y'all. I know I can't hear you back, but you can always hit me up on Instagram at @itsainttodd, and I don't know, say what's up. Maybe there's something you want me to talk about or touch on, whole episode, or just a little tidbit here and there. But yeah, I'm here, not going anywhere. I know I said this last time. I'm going to be more on it. But yeah, thanks for tuning in. I wouldn't be able to do it without you guys. So thanks for listening to me learn to talk, I guess. Woo! But yeah, what I was talking about with the reels. See, I remembered. Also needed a segue into this. And yeah, I've been going on little tiny adventures. Not too many. Most of them have been like in my backyard because the clouds here in Idaho are freaking beautiful. And I've just been doing a lot of long exposure time lapses. And if you don't know what like a long exposure is, you know, when you take a photo, right? Usually your shutter speed, like say on your camera, right? It takes a photo and you can capture motion pretty well. But if you've seen maybe a photo of let's see, a waterfall, you know, and it looks really silky and smooth, and you're like, why does it look like fog? Or maybe you've seen car lights and it's just streaks of just really cool looking lights. Well, that's a long exposure. And instead of saying you're trying to capture motion with like a really fast shutter speed, like this is where you open up the shutter and you leave it for a very long time. I've been doing, so I have a filter for my camera, which basically makes it very, very dark. If I were to take a photo at like a normal setting, if you're a photography nerd, you know what I'm talking about. I think it drops at like 9 stops, I think. So if I'm at like, say, ISO 100 with an f-stop of like 2.8 at a shutter speed of, say, 1/60th of a second, I'm probably not going to be able to see at like anything at all. Maybe just a little bit because my ISOs or my f-stops drop real low. But it makes it so dark that I can open up in daylight. I can open up that shutter and just drag it for as long as I want. I can do, it's called bulb setting, which allows me with my little remote to lock the shutter open. I think you can do it on the bulb setting with no remote that locks it, but I think you get like a 30-second window, I think. I'm not quite sure. But I time that with my camera. It has a cool setting for the time lapse. So I'm mixing the time lapse, which basically is taking a photo every, for example, I think what I've been doing is maybe 5 to 10 seconds in between photos, right? So it takes a photo, boom, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, opens back up, takes another photo. So I'm able to create like this mini movie out of these photos. But instead of keeping the shutter speed at a normal time, whatever, I open it up and do a long exposure shot mixed with the time lapse. So that's when you see, if you follow me on Instagram, I've been posting a ton of reels of like these clouds, like going super crazy, looking really cool. One that I caught that was not viral. Viral is too like big of a word. It basically was my most viewed reel I have ever done. I think I'm right now at like 39,000 views, which is awesome, especially because I'm doing like the reels bonuses, which I'll bring up in a moment. But you get to see like these clouds go just looks really sick. But that shit takes some time. I think the one that I did that I was just talking about that got like 39,000 views. Of course, I dubbed it to a Stranger Things one. I totally just forgot where I was going with that. That sucks. Man, I feel so out of practice, but it feels so good to be talking. You're probably like, what the fuck? You're talking to yourself. You like hearing your own voice? I don't know. But yeah, okay. Oh, I remember what. It takes a very long time. The one I did with the Stranger Things dubbed over, it started off with a storm. We had like just clouds, just gray and black and just dark and looked nasty. And I got a bunch of that. Like maybe like 80% of the video is these just storm clouds just swirling and, just becoming into their own cloud and then going away. And then all of a sudden, white clouds go through, blue sky. And it was just so awesome. Obviously dubbed with the Stranger Things soundtrack that got placed on like For You page and saw a lot of eyeballs. And my point being is, finally, the point, that took like, I don't know, an hour and a half of my camera just set up on my tripod, just taking a photo. I want to say it was probably in that 5 to 10 second range in between photos. I think I set it to 10, but it's just been so fun, but it takes so long. The most recent one I did, I went to a place called, no, not that place. Shit, where is it? What is it called? I'm still learning the names of places, but it's very, very close. It's very close to actually the same place where we got our Christmas tree, which is awesome. But yeah, I set it there for like an hour and a half, maybe an hour 20. I'm not quite sure. And that's just me sitting in my car, like the trunk of my car with the hitch open, just like waiting, checking on it, be like, okay, cool. Started off at like, how many photos did it start off with? Maybe like a little under 700 photos, 650 maybe. And I'd go, 30 minutes goes by. I'm like, okay, cool. Where's the photo at now? Like, how many shots do I have left? Which is cool because my camera will show me the countdown of like, okay, cool. You're at 500 photos. Okay, I'll check back in a little bit. You're at, 450. And sometimes you're like, damn, it feels like it's been 30 minutes and you check on it and you're like, wow, I still have like 45, 50 minutes left to go on this time-lapse exposure, long exposure thing. So not a super good excuse to not be on the, doing the podcast, but, I just been waking up and just kind of started my day. And that was the first thing I did when I went up that road and did my most recent, long exposure time-lapse. I'm just getting straight out of bed, popping up, have my coffee, get a little snackaroo, fill up gas, and I'm out. So like I said, not a great excuse to, not do a podcast, but I've been busy. And to, pair with, that little streak since my last episode, which kind of like feeling a little lame on myself. That's a weird way to put it, but just if you're doing something you love, I'm sure there's been a time in your life where you're like, man, do I really like, why am I doing this? Like, do I really need to do this? Like, I don't feel like I'm doing that good. And then you like tack on, like, I'm way past, what I've been liking to do with, an episode at least once a week. Then I'm like, well, maybe I'll just start doing like 2 episodes a month. So I'm not quite sure. Luckily, it's my podcast. I got no one ruling over it besides myself. So I can do whatever I want. So I don't know. Maybe there might be some months where I might just do 2 episodes, or just try and do, keep trucking and do the one a week, which is cool. Working on my buddy Robbie. He's been on the podcast more times than anyone. He's going to come back on the podcast because he is doing some big shit. I think we might have talked about it on my last episode with him. It's not too far back. You can look for it. His name is Robbie Bancroft. But yeah, I think I don't know if it's released yet what he is going to be doing, but soon I will have him on, and I think it's going to be a really cool episode. It's mainly geared towards the town that he lives in Pacifica, in Northern California. And feel free to tune in when I do have that episode. You'll know more about it. I just don't want to blow anything up or blow his spot up, I guess, because it's not released what he's doing. I don't know. But yeah, I'm back. I'm not going anywhere. I still really enjoy doing this. Once I sit down and I pop on the mic and turn everything on and, get going, like I always enjoy it, and nothing feels better than like pressing publish on an episode, even if it's not like the strongest episode. And I'm sure if you're a longtime listener, you've encountered some dud solo episodes, and it's all a process, and going through those dips where you're not feeling super hot about yourself, it happens. So anyways, moving forward, recently I gotta say, Gun Maverick, holy shite, dude. Miles Teller, Tom Cruise, like that. Oh wow, that's a duo. The whole cast is amazing. I'm sure there's I've only seen the original Top Gun once, and it was forever ago. Like I couldn't even tell you how long ago it was. Like probably, I would say maybe high school. So I don't remember jack shit, So there's not going to be really any spoilers because you got to go see it yourself. Going into it, I was like, okay, I know this is going to be a great movie. One, I've heard really good things about it. And then I saw, actually, I need to look this up. Top Gun beats is it Marvel? Let me see. Oh, shit. Okay. Top Gun Maverick has officially outpaced Star Wars The Force Awakens 42.4 million and Marvel's Black Panther with 40.8 million. Though it came short of Avatar's 50.3 million. So it crushed it, It absolutely crushed it. So going in with that, and I really like Miles Teller as an actor, and obviously Tom Cruise, Mission Impossible. By the way, new one coming out. Obviously going to watch it. He does his own stunts. Like, it's insane. The guy's just a powerhouse actor and, just stunt dude. But both of those characters, I was like, it's not going to be a dud. I don't know any duds that Miles Teller or Tom Cruise have been in. So going into this movie, I'm like, I know it's going to be very good, but I don't know. I don't really have any, just besides the fact that they're fucking cool, jets and, the Navy, the fighter pilots, Top Gun, like all that stuff. Like, I think it's really cool and badass, but I don't really have like a hat in the, with a ring with it. Like, I don't have like, photos of jets and, mini plane toy things and stuff, mainly also because I'm 30. Hey, but if you do, no shame. I mean, I have cameras. Like, some people are like, why the fuck do you have a $2 Polaroid camera that you never use? Because I think it's cool. So went into it, was like, all right, this is going to be sick. Let's go see a movie. Of course, without fail, like I do every time I go to the movies. No joke, literally every time I go to the movies, I get a large icy, bomb, diggity. Unfortunately, Regal is Pepsi instead of Coke, so I had to do a Pepsi and cherry instead of Coke. I don't know. I'm a Coca-Cola guy. I like it. It's much better. Anyways, the movie fucking kills. It's so sick. I highly recommend you go see it. It's incredible. As I've seen, like, just on reports on like the internet and whatnot, they say it's all real. They're actually doing this. They're pulling G's. As far as like all the crazy ass like maneuvers and stuff, I don't know the extent of what Tom Cruise can do. I wouldn't put it past him doing like flying jets by himself. So that stuff, I'm not really sure. But, going right before the movie, it's a little thing of Tom Cruise, and he says, obviously, like, thanks for, coming to the show, coming to the theater, watching the movie. We made it for you, yada, yada, yada. But he was saying, like, all of these things are real. Like, all of the jets, all the sounds, everything is absolutely real. Everything you see is real people doing real stunts. And I don't know. I think that also, made it in my head and made it even more better. Cause like, if it's all CGI, like, yeah, it's cool, right? It's still gonna be badass. But like, then that it's CGI and it's not totally real. But I don't know. It's so good. Lots of, things that make you, I don't know. My eyes got a little watery, I will say, maybe at like a couple points. But damn, all I gotta say after what I just said is just go see it. Even if you got to go by yourself, like that's something I used to love to do all the time. Go to the movies by myself. Just fucking go. It's sick. And if you go, let me know for show. Yeah. I think this one's going to be almost all about like shows and shit. Cause I don't know. I'm a huge like movie buff. I love movies. I love my shows. Speaking of shows, Stranger Things. That shit's fucking crazy. Tonight we're watching the finale of the last season, season 4. Well, there's gonna be 5 apparently, but excuse me. One second. Take a sip of my weird mixture here. I got water with a little bit of some berry ass Mio, and then like a lemon lime. I think it's just lemon lime LaCroix. Tasty. One second. Hydrate your ass. Where the fuck was I? Oh yeah, Stranger Things. Damn, dude. It is getting dark. Like from season 1 to season 4, they just keep turning the knob on the nightmare fuel. It's getting insane. Like I would not be surprised if people season 3 started to get a little like more creepy. But this whole season 4 has been insane. I will say Vecna is not really scary to me. I don't know. Maybe he is scary, right? But what is it called? In the last one, like the huge Stranger Things shadow. Oh, Mind Flare? Mind Flare? Mind Flare. Jeez. Yeah, the Mind Flare, that shit's 10 times scarier than Vecna. 10 times. I will say I do like the aspect of like for Vecna and the way he operates is very, and how he looks a little too, is very Freddy Krueger, which also I think is cool. I think, and I don't know if this is a spoiler. I don't know. Just tread lightly, whatever. I think his name is Robert Englund. Robert Englund. Yeah. He was the actor who played Freddy Krueger on, Nightmare on Elm Street, the series. So that was really cool to see him in that. I wonder if they put him in that because Vecna and the way he operates and all that shit, like it's similar to the way Freddy Krueger operated, by killing people in dreams and all that fun shit. So to me, I think that's kind of a nod. Hey, let's put you in here, an homage. Is that even the right way of putting it? So I don't know. I'm very, very excited for this finale. It's crazy to like try and be on the internet, especially since I've been posting so many reels with like Stranger Things vibes. Like I did a cool little Hellfire edit, and I, did the Master of Puppets solo apparently that I haven't seen yet, but you're on the internet, right? You see everything. And obviously I'm trying to stay current and try and find these songs for reels that will make it to the For You page and just, get crazy shit, right? I got that 39,000 views on that one because probably just because I put the Stranger Things and yeah, it's cool. Yeah. So I don't know what to expect. it's like I said, being on the internet and social media every single day, like it's hard to not see things that might be spoilers, but I try to just like if I see it, I'm like, okay, cool. Okay, cool. So I don't know. Nothing has really spoiled it for me. I don't know. I'm just super stoked to watch it. So, and then of course, we have to wait till like 2024 sometime for season 5. So, I don't know. I don't know. I hope that the next one is going to be even more scary. And what would be cool is if eventually I feel like they'll make a movie, but I wonder if like what genre it'll kind of be on. Like I don't know what this is actually. What genre is Stranger Things? What genre is straight at the top. Okay, so it says horror, horror fiction, thriller, drama, historical drama, mystery, supernatural. So going in with the season 4, I feel like they're diving in a little bit harder on the like horror fiction, thriller. Okay, all of them. I think they're just diving in a little bit deeper. I hope that they go even deeper if they make a movie. Like rated R, like yeah, I don't know, rated R NC-17 or whatever that is. I think that's it. NC-17. I don't know. So yeah, I'm pretty pumped. Dustin, he's crushing it. The comedy in the season 4. I mean, it's always Stranger Things has always had a really good, you know, like comedy value to it. But I think so far my favorite is this season with Dustin and Steve. Steve, sweet Google saving me again. Yeah, Steve and Dustin's characters, their whole vibe together is amazing. It's so funny, like just the way they bicker is amazing. And then the other character, the long-haired dude, I don't remember his name, but he drives like the pizza van. He works at the pizza place. Hilarious. I love that actor. He was really good in Booksmart. That's the name of the movie. That's also a great movie. You should watch it. Really good. I'm not sure where it's on. It might be on Netflix. I'm not quite sure. You could probably just look it up, Booksmart. Actually, I wonder if it might be on Hulu. I don't know. You can figure it out. Google it. Like I just Googled everything that you heard me talk about. So yeah, probably on the next episode, I will kind of run down my thoughts on that season finale. Yeah, I'm just pumped. Like I got some things I'm excited to do. I have some things that I'm excited to do today, the podcast being one of them. But that is definitely high on my list is the season finale. Another thing that I'm excited for, I'm not going to really run too far into it, but Clerks 3, September 13th, that is when that movie is going to be out. If you're familiar with like Jason Mewes, I almost said Stranger Things. Why am I blanking on the movies? Why am I? Okay, here, let's see. Jason, well, he's in Mallrats, which is an amazing movie. Check that out. Jason Mewes? How do I look that up? It's going to kick me in the ass once I see. Oh, and so, oh, yeah. Jay and Silent Bob. Yeah. With Jason Mewes and Kevin Smith. So if you're familiar with any of them, awesome. You know what I'm talking about. Clerks, they're also in that. Much different vibe, still hilarious, but just more other main characters and whatnot. But if you don't know who I'm talking about and you like kind of just like weird ass comedy, I would highly suggest you check it out. I don't know if you have like a significant other or a parent that you're going to watch it with or whatever, or you just don't like cussing and I don't know, weird drug shit and sexual innuendos and all that. Maybe don't watch it or don't watch it with them. I don't know, but they're hilarious. Yeah, watch Mallrats. Yeah, Mallrats, Clerks, Jay and Silent Bob, Jay and Silent Bob Strike Back. They had the reboot. Just a bunch of funny guys. So I'm very excited for that. I'm probably going to be the only one watching it because I don't think anyone would want to watch that with me. Because I think the last time I tried watching it with someone, like they just were like, I don't know, this is kind of stupid. It's okay. I say this with love. If Kevin Smith or Jason Mewes are listening, which that'd be sick. I doubt it. But hey, it's very stupid. It's stupid comedy. But I mean that in the best way possible. So Clerks 3, very excited for it. Go see Top Gun Maverick. Very excited for Stranger Things finale tonight. Again, I always drink something with carbonated water in it, and I never learn. Never learn. Ever. I'm a thirsty bitch. Okay. Where the fuck am I, bruh? Woo! Okay, and this is another thing that I might watch probably by myself. I don't know. Maybe. Who knows? I love Bob's Burgers. Okay? If you don't love Bob's Burgers, then the something ain't right. But I can understand. Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of like a childish grown-up show, I guess. I don't know. It's not like, Rick and Morty where they're dropping F-bombs and stuff. But I don't know. I love Bob's Burgers. I can watch it all the time. It's something that if I'm out of episodes on something else, I'll throw it on while I'm eating, which is exactly what I did when I came home from the gym. By the way, back at it, getting swole, brother. Came back from the gym, made some eggs and bacon, and I opened up. Okay, actually, I didn't come home and watch. I put on Solar Opposites, which is kind of like a different version of Rick and Morty. But when I opened up Hulu, first thing I see, Bob's Burgers, the movie. It is out. And I'm so pumped on it. That might be like, I might hold off and wait till the weekend. Allow myself, maybe get some beers, get a little loosey-goosey, and then sit back, relax, like maybe get Wingstop. I want to make a thing out of it, right? I want to make a thing out of it. So maybe I'll get some Wingstop, get some brewskis, and just tune in. I think it's like an hour and 40 something minutes. Let me see here. Oh shit. Oh no. But it says just on Google, because I don't want to open up Hulu right now because that's going to start talking to me. The Bob's Burgers movie, comedy/musical. I did watch some of the trailer, and it seems like they've, the parents, Bob and Linda, they forgot that they forgot, and then they were late to the kids' talent show, I guess. So I'm sure that's going to turn into a musical of some point. But also, I believe it's kind of like a mystery. So comedy, musical, mystery, I guess you could say. But yeah, hour and 42 minutes. That's an awesome runtime. I was hoping it was going to be around this time, length. I mean, anything over the original episode times, which are pretty short, I'm always down for. Give me an hour, I'll be happy. But almost, just under 2 hours of Bob's Burgers in one shot, I'm pretty happy about that. So, like I said, it's on Hulu. Let's see, you got HBO Max, Google Play, Amazon Prime. I don't know. I think that's all. That's what Google is telling me. Yeah, I'm excited for that. Very, very excited. I don't know what's going to happen. And one other childish thing that I've been doing recently is, we have a Switch here at the house. For the longest time, we've just had, no, not Crash. What's it called? I forget what it's called. We have some game. And then we have Mario Kart, which I've just been destroying. I think I got all 3 stars on every single level. I just don't want to spend $25 right now to get the expansion pack. But, it's just been coming a little stale, and, I sometimes I just really don't want to play that. And it was just sitting there for a while. And I recently got paid from a product photo shoot that I did, and PayPal fucked me and took like $100 fee, but then they like rewarded me like credit, but I couldn't use it anywhere else besides like anywhere like a online store that took PayPal. Woo! So my ass went online and I bought Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, the deluxe edition, because I'm a savvy. That doesn't make sense. Anyways, I bought the Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, the digital download, which by the way, that same, I think the day before actually, that same day or the day after, went to Target because I was going to go buy it. And I was like, well, it's like 50 something bucks. Or I think it was like 40 something, mid 40s. I'm like, I don't know. I'm going to go home and look on like the Nintendo Switch site, the store. And I looked on it and it was half the price. And for the deluxe edition, it was like, I think 25 bucks, I believe. I was like, are you kidding me? For sure. The only downside is you have to have Wi-Fi to play it. And I found that out because I did bring the Switch with me on one of those photography little adventures. Oh, actually, it wasn't really an adventure. It was just a clearing in the prairie right like around the block from us. So it wasn't really too far. It wasn't an adventure at all. But yeah, I opened up the thing and it was like, oh, there's no Wi-Fi, you stupid shit. You can't play this game without Wi-Fi. So that's a downside, but now I know. But yeah, I've been just crushing it at Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2. Yesterday, I finished everything. All levels, complete every level, everything. I've collected skate. I've gotten the secret tape on everything. My younger self is so proud. I don't think because I used to have it for I had it for something. I think I had 1 and 2 at one point. I don't know if it was Nintendo 64 or like PlayStation or something, but I don't think I've ever actually like fully beat the game. Which now I'm kind of like shit. Now it's just free skate. I created my own character myself. Hey Todd, what's up? How you doing? I basically have full stats. I think like my switch and my switch stance and my manual isn't that full. I'm not quite sure, but I don't know. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, it's so sick. I wish there was more. I think actually I have to look it up. I was looking for a hockey game, and all the hockey games they have, it's like 3 or 4. Probably 2 or 3 actually. They're like, I don't know. They don't look good. I want like actual NHL, like so I'm holding out for that. I don't have the funds to just go and buy like a Xbox One or PS5 or some shit. Like what I got to do with the Switch, which is cool because I can still when family and friends visit, we can you know multiplayer some fun things. So yeah, I don't know. Maybe they get Skate for that, the new one. Hopefully that comes out for the Switch. I'm not sure. I haven't really looked into it. I'm not like a huge gamer. I think over time, like during my childhood, we had Nintendo 64, which is fun because then you get like Madden, you get all the Mario Kart, you get the was it Pokemon Snap? I think I had that, but I don't remember what console. But like I once bought myself an Xbox 360, and it came with what's it called? San Andreas. Why can't I think of like the actual game name? Grand Theft, jeez, get there. Grand Theft Auto. I think it was San Andreas, and then oh no, sorry, it came with Halo, and that thing I think actually is still at my parents' house, still wrapped and sealed. Never opened it. One, I suck at shooter games, but all I bought San Andreas, and then I bought NHL. That's the only games I really like playing, besides like the fun games of Mario Kart and all those, fun games that most of the time you play with people. Excuse me. So as soon as I saw that they had Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 1 and 2, I was like, oh my God, I have to get it. And I was very happy that I also paid half the price. So that was cool. Yeah. It's been fun. Life has been great. Summer, I'm working on my, getting this farmer's hand kind of in check. We went to the lake, sorry. Went to the lake yesterday, dunked myself. It was really cold but refreshing. Definitely tried getting a little base burn going, a little red tint. And then I put sunscreen on. I want to be tan a little bit. Before you know it's going to be snowing. I'm going to be white as a sheet of paper. So, yeah. Life's been great. Of course, there's some ups and downs. I'm still trying to find work. I'm, lucky enough that I do have a skill set of, my, videography and, photography, especially the product photography, which I'm doing. If you're listening and you have a company and you have obviously a product, let me know, and I'd love to do some work. So, but that's been a huge thing. Another kind of thing that has been on my mind, with the podcast and not feeling super great about myself with it is, it's a stressful thing not actually having a job that comes with benefits and stuff. And as of right now, like I have some things lined up with product photography, but I don't know right now, I don't know when I'm going to get the okay to start shooting. I got to wait for some things to come in. It's like very stressful, just grown up shit. I'm 30 and I'm getting fat and I got to go to the gym. I love beer too much. And that's, the gym and the beer thing. Like the beer got not out of hand. That's too harsh of a word. I'm okay. Mom, Dad, don't worry. I'm okay. Nothing's wrong. I don't have a problem. Just beer is higher calories. And I fell off the gym for like 2 months. And that definitely didn't help because I was eating whatever I wanted, 4th of July, you eat, you drink, you be merry, snacks, ice cream, crumble cookie. Shit just got out of hand. I stopped eating. We've been eating healthy majority of the time, but when you have really nice chicken and you're like, well, I'm going to make some fries, right? Cool. Condiments, all that fun things. You go out to dinner and stuff like that. You get a couple cocktails or, something you probably wouldn't have if you made dinner that night. So much is going on. I will say for like the grand scheme of things, everything is going amazing, but just a stress of life. And I'm glad that I forced myself to come on the podcast today. One, because I wanted to get you guys an episode and I hope it's been an okay one. I know it's basically been about Top Gun and Bob's Burgers and shit that no one probably even really cares about. But if you made it this far, you're here. And I'm sitting here with a smile on my face, trying to hold back a burp because I have sparkling water next to me and just having a good time. It's reminding myself how much I really do enjoy doing the podcast. And it kind of makes everything else the rest of my day feel a little bit lighter. And my motivation is picking up. Obviously, like I'm super sore. So like today was my second actual workout back. So yeah, my chest, my titties are sore, and then I did shoulders today. It's just been a great day. I got an energy drink in the fridge waiting for me. So while I do some photos, I'm like geeked off on 30 milligrams of Ghost energy. So yeah, thanks for tuning in. And I will make sure to get to you guys next week. And if something changes and I end up doing an episode or 2 episodes a month instead of 1 a week, I think I'll let you know. But I definitely plan on having one ready for you guys next week. Like I've said so many times, thanks for tuning in. Make sure to hit me up on Instagram at @It'sAnyTodd. Shoot me some ideas, something you want me to talk about. Let me know. Maybe I'll do another Pod Decks little Would You Rather thing because those are always fun. And I love my dude Travis. Shout out. Hope you're doing well. And I hope you all have a great day. Hydrate. Have fun. Go to the gym. Watch all the shit that I just talked about. And I'll catch you next time. Peace.
The Daily Podcast. The Daily Podcast.